This video, we have completed all the unit number 2, and in this video, we will learn some more concepts and coding problems of unit number 2, which are very important to our college exams, which is our end term, mid term, or CAs. So let's start with today's lecture. This is our PPTs, which you can have in this lecture to understand easy and very efficient way. So, mastery Python core concepts and exam essentials. Concise revision for the key topics that commonly appear in university exams, booleans, control flow loops, list dictionaries, and a high value coding problem with a work solution. Let's start with the foundation. Boolean expressions. Boolean types. Only two value, true and false, used for conditions and flags. Relational operators compare values with equal to, not equal to, less than, greater than, less than equal to, greater than equal to. Logical operators combine conditions with and or not. Understand shortcut circuit evaluation. Tips: draw truth table for tricky compound expressions before coding. Control flow, the logic of decision making. Python uses indentation, white spaces to define blocks, no braces. The if or else or elif chain executes only the first true branch, always indicates the trailing column. Use elif to avoid nested ifs. Nested if. Remember the common exam trap, missing colon or wrong indentation level. Conditions can call functions or combine expressions. Iterations, mastering loops, for loop, while loop, and scope and control. Iterate over sequences, list, string, ranges. Use for item in collections. For reliable, readable loops. While loop, run while condition remains true. Ensure terminating watch loop variables and break conditions. Scope and control, variables declared inside loops remain accessible after the loop function scope. Use break and continue for flow control. Now, next one, data structure, working with lists. What are lists? Lists are ordered mutable sequences. Indexing starts at 0. The third element is my list, square bracket 2, key operations. Append x to add at the end. Insert I, x to place at position I. Delete my list, square bracket I, or mylist.pop to remove. Use slicing mylist, square bracket a semicolon b, not semicolon, colon b, and comprehensions for concise transformation. Now our next slide is dictionary basics. Key value mapping. Fast lookups. Dictionary stores mappings from immutable keys to values. Average 0 1. Lookup for keys. Key rule. Keys must be immutable. Strings, numbers, tuples. Values can be any type. Exam methods. Commonly tested keys, bracket, comma, values, bracket, comma, items, bracket, and membership in. Again, we will see dictionary basics, key value mapping, fast lookup, key rules, exam methods. Dictionaries store mappings from immutable keys to values, average lookup for key rules, Keys must be immutable. String number tuples value can be any type. Exam methods. Commonly tested keys, values, items, and membership in. Now, our next slide is the must know exam problem word frequency count. Focus correct splitting, normalization, lowercase, and updating counts efficiently. Counting word occurrences in text is a classic exam task. It tests string handling, splitting, iteration, and dictionary updates, exam markers, look for correctness, edge case handling, punctuation, case, and concise logic. In this, we have to keep in mind that exam problem word frequency count. We should focus on correct splitting, normalization, lowercase, and updating counts efficiently. Now, our next slide will be coding solution frequency count work example. Core steps concise, easy to memorize. Initialize frequency equal to curly braces. Loop through input lines split into words. Words equal to line dot split. Normalize word w equal to word dot strip colon dot comma not dot lower bracket if w in frequency w plus equal to 1 as frequency w equal to 1. Optional improvements use collections counter or dictionary dict dot get w comma 0 plus 1 for brevity. So, our next slide is advanced practice, list manipulations, and common exam tasks. Slicing and indexing. Master negative indexes, steps, list, square bracket, double semicolon minus 1, and slices for sub lists. Comprehensions. Use list comprehensions for filtering and mapping. Square bracket x into 2 for x in first if x greater than 0 empty checks prefer if not my list over length comparison for readability sorting use sorted or mylist.sort remember key functions and reverse order. These are the advanced practice list manipulation and common exam tasks. Now our last slide is final exam strategy. Focus the preparation on syntax precision, repeated practice of the word, frequency problem, and understanding Boolean logic. Use small time exercises. Implement the frequency counter. Write 5 conditional branches correctly and convert loops to comprehensions. Revision checklist, columns and indentation, truth table, loops and termination, list and dict operations, edge cases, punctuation, and casing in string. Parting tip, write the frequency counter from memory 3 times, first for correctness, then to optimize, then to shorten using Pythonic constructs. So we have seen all the concepts and some basic coding problems of unit number 2 and again we have seen in this video all the important concepts also. We have revised all that in this video. So thank you everyone and in next video Let's see we will what we will do. I will update in next video. Thank you everyone.